Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm Gail Anderson and this is Mentoring Moments for Moms. Just going to be with you for a few minutes today. Hey, that looks like somebody new. Jared, Jesse, great to see you. Anyway, this is Mentoring Moments for Moms. I'm Gail Anderson. Glad that you're joining us. Just a couple things to remind you of. First of all, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please go ahead and tap the screen so you give me some hearts. That's like giving me a thumbs up. If you want to share this broadcast with some of your followers, go ahead and swipe across and you'll be able to share it. And it's so nice to have people on here. Tisha Farley, welcome. So today, we're moving tomorrow, so I'm giving you that same background, the only nice spot in our house that doesn't have boxes. So hope you can put up with that. Tamara, good to see you on here. Okay, so yesterday we talked a little bit about reading with your kids, reading to them, giving them a desire to read, and how important that is for their future growth, their future learning. So you can watch that scope if you'd like to. Also, all of my scopes, which were on catch.me, have now been transferred over to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, do a search for Mentoring Moments for Moms, you'll be able to see all my previous scopes. And that's where they will stay, I'm assuming, because Catch Me is not going to be doing anymore. Okay, so today I want to talk about how to talk to your spouse without interrupting. Now, I will tell you, for us women, I think in general, it's difficult. Our brains are like a multi-lane highway. We've got so many things going on. We are multitasking. We got kids going. We got quick questions that we want to go ahead and have answered. So here we are. Honey, can you do this? I do it all the time. I wrote about this in our blog today. Taryn, nice to see you today. How's Birmingham? We had a big storm last night. Did you? Anyway, I have questions and my mind is just going and all of a sudden I pop off with a question. We've been married 37 years and I'm still doing it. So I'm writing about this in my blog to help myself as well as to help other people. So I have things on my mind. I know what I have to say is important, but if I am not giving my husband a fair chance to listen, then I am, hey, thank you. Glad it's beautiful in Birmingham. I am being unfair to him, actually discourteous to him. But besides that, I'm taking what I have to say that's important and I'm throwing it away. I'm throwing it on deaf ears. So if what I'm going to say is important, then I need to make sure that the person I'm talking to is listening. So I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite way to get your spouse's attention when you have something important to say? So I'll go ahead and give you a few ideas, but good perspective, yes. I do it all the time. The first thing that we need to do is just consider our timing. Right now, I have so many things in my brain since we're moving, and I will just yell to my husband, or he'll be doing something, or we'll be eating dinner, and I pop off with something which is way out there. I've got to make sure that he has time. Best way, Tisha, is not when he walks in the door. Perfect. Let him sit down, let him breathe, let him tell you about his day. My problem is I think I'm going to forget these things, so I just quick ask. No, I need to just be making a list so I can attack things together at the time when he's listening rather than one thing here, one thing there, and it's a constant interruption to him. Okay, so consider your proximity. This is a big deal with me. I don't like it when my husband is calling to me from another floor. Now, granted, I do it sometimes too, but calling from another floor, how are you going to be able to listen? And if he's calling to me from another floor in this house where we live, and I'm in the kitchen, I've got to go all the way over to the bottom of the stairs. I've got to move to be able to hear him. Well, if it's important, if he wants to share something with me, then he has the responsibility to come to me. And same with me. Hi, Being Funky. Good to see you today. So anyway, consider your proximity. Another thing, a great thing that has helped me so much is giving my husband a physical sign. Now, to be fair, I have to give credit to Gary Ezzo of Growing Kids God's Way, who actually talks about teaching your children to interrupt, and that is they come up and they put their hand on your arm, and then you take your hand and put it on top of theirs saying, I do recognize you, I know you have something, I will try and interrupt my conversation here and get to you as soon as I can. Wonderful, wonderful teaching on that. So I actually go up to my husband. It works wonderfully. Put my hand on his shoulder, and then I have to wait for him to get out of what he's doing, for him to quit. The whole thing with men is they are so focused, and it's great. We have to appreciate that. Thank God they're so focused on what they do. But we have to be able to give them a chance to change that focus. Sullivan says hi. Tell him hi, and I miss him. Great to see you guys. So make sure that you give him warning. Now, since we work out of our own home, we have our own business, we are constantly in communication with each other. So it's really, hey Courtney, how's your day going? It's really important for me to be able to either put aside what I want to ask, or if I need to ask, then I go up to his office. And what I'll do is I just open the door and I give him like a cue phrase. For me, oh, Florence, how fun, baby Florence. Here's what I say. Are you deep? Because he could be very deep in thought. Again, men's brains are totally different than ours. They have just one box, and that's where they're at right then. And if you expect them to switch boxes, you need to give them warning. So I'll just ask my husband, are you deep? In other words, is this a good time? Another thing I might ask him is change the subject. This is even when we're in a conversation, I'll say, can I change the subject? Because really, just the things we're conversing on may have him off on a rabbit trail in his mind. Men are just like that. They are focused and they get into certain things, and they may even be in their nothing box. Remember that. Sitting down, just chilling. Their brain has been so full with so many things, and we don't want to be another thing on top of everything else. Thanks, you guys. If you like what I'm talking about today, give me some hearts, tap on your screen, and share this scope with other people. I need a nothing box. Boy, do I too. Even when I go to sleep at night, it's hard. Very hard. I do some special breathing before I go to sleep to help me get in that nothing box. I also get to the point where I think about being on the shore of a lake or an ocean and just sitting and listening to the waves, and that helps me. Another question I might ask my husband, especially if this is something I need to ask real quick and get out of there. Can I grab you for just a second? If I think it's something he's going to be able to give me a quick answer on, that helps. Also then, a nothing box would be nice. Oh, freckled coconut, I know, definitely for us moms. The other thing that is really good to do is allow for there to be a postponement. Now, I know your husband doesn't mean to say what you share or what you're asking is not important, but he needs to be able to think and compare. Okay, if I'm in the middle of something really heavy here and I need to finish this thought before I talk with you, then I've got to be okay with him saying, can you give me 5 minutes? And so I turn around, and if I have to write it down so I don't forget, I do. But we really have to do that. We have to allow them. We want them to allow that. I mean, think about it. If we've got kids we're taking care of and soup on the stove and all kinds of stuff going on, we want them to give us just a minute to get out of that so we can give them our full attention. We want full attention, and they deserve full attention as well. So these are just some little hints that you can do. Anybody else want to give me your hint on how you get your husband or your spouse's attention in a nice way without being rude? Because believe you me, we can be rude when we're calling from another room or just bursting in and just saying, hey, we've got to do this. Hey, can you tell me how to do this? Can you answer this question? I actually did this to my son the other night. Very embarrassing. Jesse, I'm sorry. He is such a technology wizard that I think he can answer any question just on the fly. And so here we were at church. The service hadn't started, but I turned and made my way over to him and said, hey, can you answer this question? Can you solve this technology glitch real quick? Well, he couldn't, and I thought, gee whiz, Mom. Leave him alone, let him be in his church box, and let him just chill. Sorry, Jesse, I should have just texted or emailed on that one because it wasn't critical. I just see you as this fount of knowledge on everything technologically. Okay, this is the first Periscope I've been able to join live. Great. So for those of you who didn't hear at the beginning, The Catch.me is no longer in operation. I think it may be there until May 4th. But all of those previous scopes have been moved to YouTube. If you will do a search on YouTube for Mentoring Moments for Moms, all those previous scopes have been captured there, and you can catch up with us and go ahead and view them there. And if you want to get a hold of me, go to my Twitter account. It's the same as my Periscope, Gail_Anderson. And you can get my email address in my profile, and you can go ahead and email me questions, topics you want to hear, feedback. I love to hear from you guys. It's wonderful. Also, I'm sure if you've been on here before, you know that we blog on KirbyAnderson.com, and the link is in my profile again. I'm usually the Wednesday blogger. My husband blogs on Monday and Friday, and we blog on marriage, parenting, health, personal development. And I like to talk about a lot of those same things, but my focus is moms. My focus is being able to connect with all of you and to connect you with each other, because sometimes we're just sitting at home thinking we're the only ones going through some of this stuff. And I want you to know, ladies, you are not by yourself. YouTube link is in the Periscope profile. Yes. Thank you, my husband. He's always working behind the scenes. And yes, he is the one definitely who did all the transfer of the videos. So thank you, Kirby. Really appreciate it. So I don't know what else we'll be talking about. Hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. It is moving day, but I will connect with you guys. And I will also say that living simply in our 900 square foot place has made moving more of a breeze than I even realized. Got some boxes on Friday or Saturday, packed a few on Sunday, probably spent 2-3 hours a day Monday and Tuesday, and we are ready to go. It is amazing. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you'll tell others about us. Really enjoy connecting with all of you, giving you little nuggets of things for moms. So have an awesome day, and we'll see you soon.